Hell, hey everybody, and welcome back. So, tonight is a very special episode of Curse of Strahd. Not in the normal way that you would think. Tonight, we reveal the dark fate of our old friend and comrade, Pacqued Thickleigh, as he supposedly died at the end of episode 10, but has mysteriously appeared. So, here's the real question. What happened in between those events? What transpired, and how did he end up in Vallaki? Well, those answers will be answered tonight as I bring in the man himself. Ladies and gentlemen, Darnell Quigley is joining me here tonight. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm wonderful, man. How about you?
I am actually really excited about this. Like I told you before we started tonight, I've put about as much thought and effort into this one little one-off as I have our normal sessions. So what I'm really hoping to accomplish tonight is, tell the next part of your character's story, as well as set up just some, set up some things to come. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, everyone's really overly excited that you're back, and they're even more excited at the prospect of, oh shit, Pacqued is back. But is he truly the Pacqued we remember?
He called himself Nikolai. Wonder why.
Who the fuck is this guy? That's gonna be a fun episode 12 when we get to that. Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna draw weapons on you or dogpile you and like hug you. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen.
I don't know. We shall see.
But unfortunately, before we get to your story in Vallaki, you have a date with the devil himself tonight, Strahd von Zarevich, as the dark powers of Barovia have transported you to Ravenloft. What will you do when you get in there? We will find out tonight. If I could just close the lid on this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get into the dark fate of Pacqued Thickleigh, a Curse of Strahd story, starting now.
It was beautiful, man.
Yeah, I put a lot of effort into that. Surprisingly, only took me 45 minutes to make. It didn't take me long at all. I was just like, you know what? How can I take this music and just ump the ante from season 1's intro? Oh, yeah. Let's just put everybody's characters' faces on there. Because, you got to let the audience know what everybody looks like. I mean, come on.
It helps, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely does help. Making sure the music is good.
As we just listening, like in the car or something, it helps.
Right.
The picture in your mind.
All right, bud. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right. So, when we last left off, Pacqued Thickleigh on Curse of Strahd, you were slain by the right hand of Strahd, Alara. You were then transported to essentially what you can infer as the afterlife in Barovia, or whatever they would call it. Something, right? Nobody really knows. Death is really weird in Barovia.
Yeah.
But you heard a voice call out to you in the form of the dark powers that gave Strahd his eternal life. In exchange for returning to Barovia, you gave up a piece of yourself, only for the mist to consume you. And eventually, you reappeared at the base of Ravenloft itself. And that is where we are going to pick up this special shadow episode of Curse of Strahd. Darnell, I'm going to say the mists kind of swirl around you and start to subside, and you are standing on a bridge, a big stone bridge with these torches, that stuck up out of the sides of it, and they are leading right into the they are leading right towards the castle as it just towers over you in the distance. I'm gonna say the time is probably like close to like midnight. The moon is full in the sky. It's a normal cloudy overcast as normal. The wind is blowing a little bit, but how are you feeling right now?
Little confused and exhilarated, because hey, this is new. Interesting.
All right, you got any other thoughts or anything like that?
So the mist completely disappeared, or is it just disappeared?
The mist has disappeared.
Okay. I can see your Castle Ravenloft in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I want to turn where Barovia was and look.
You don't have to make a check or anything like that. If you turn and look behind you, off in the distance, down in the valley, you can see the ruins of the village.
All right, so I'm still here.
Yeah, you're
not
still
like a different time or something. Okay, cool.
No, you're still in Barovia. The village is still destroyed. It's now basically a blackened, smoldering, ashy ruin from what Alara did to it.
So still some smoke and shit. So so it doesn't seem like any time passed. All right, or any little.
Well, it wouldn't be smoking. I mean, some time has passed since the.
You said smoldering. I was just still hot, red. So like tendrils of smoke would be coming up.
Nah, it's just a ruin at this point. Yeah.
But it looks like very little time has passed. All right.
Yes.
Let me head to the castle. And we're off to see the count, the wonderful Count of Barovia.
You really do that?
Yeah.
All right. As you do, I'm gonna say there's like a cluster of there's probably like a cluster of crows just chilling on the side of these these stone railings. They're just kind of like watching you, like awkwardly.
Doing the Beetlejuice dance when he first comes out of his tomb in the movie.
Yeah. You aren't doing the Joker dance like you're going down the
fuck
stairs.
No.
You're not doing the Bully Maguire.
No. No, I'm doing the Trump.
Oh, that's badass. Well, I'm gonna say you make it to the castle doors without relative interference. But as you approach, you come to these stairs. It's probably like maybe a set of 15. You step up them, and you come to these two colossal wooden doors that each have these handles that looks like they're built for knocking or something like that. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, as you approach, they just open.
All right, I want to walk in. Daddy's home!
Home. You see nobody and hear nobody. In fact, when you first visited this place for the dinner, as where it was alive with the sounds of music and stuff, that is gone. In fact, even the tone and atmosphere of this place is a little different. It's a lot more darker. Like there's a weight bearing down on you. Like that sense that you felt when you entered Barovia for the first time is like amplified by a million now. Like you feel like there's eyes watching you everywhere. and the doors that were open for you, they just close right behind you.
Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Miguel.
Thank you, Jonathan. Oh shit.
Well, go find my throne.
I'm gonna go find your throne. I'm gonna say, if you look around, you know, there's some torches kind of lining the walls a little bit, but even the light that the fire casts is very faint.
Okay.
And the floor below you, it's stone, it's cobblestone. You know, there's a giant red designer rug that seems to run down this hall. What do you do?
I'm gonna listen real well. Am I hearing any noise?
I would say make me a perception check. Why do I keep going off banners when I do that? That is weird. Listening would be perception, right? That counts as it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, man, it's intimidation.
Right?
16.
16 will do it. I'm gonna say you stand there for a little bit. Kind of think that scene from the Fellowship of the Ring where you know they're in the mines of Moria and all of a sudden they start hearing the drums. You start hearing the pitter patter of what sounds like small footsteps, because to the right of you, you know, kind of like back in episode 5, there's this huge stone staircase that seems to reach up onward. And if you look up it, you know, you see, you know, these candlesticks that are, you know, kind of standing upright, you know, up certain stairs. You know, that red carpet seems to reach up onward up these stairs as well. But through the darkness, you start to see like a torch, you know, kind of coming into view.
In front of me?
Yeah, in front of you, coming down the stairs. And you see it's actually the maid from way back in episode 5.
Julie! And I run up to her.
Wait, say it again.
I might say, Julie! It's a running
Julie?
toward her.
All right, what do you do?
When I get to her, what does she do?
She just stops. She stops as soon as you start coming to her.
I'll keep going. I stop about 10 feet away. I'm like, hi, I'm home.
The master was not expecting a guest.
Well, no, I'm the master. The evil things told me this place is mine.
I'm afraid you are mistaken. This is Strahd's castle. You know this. What are you doing here?
Well, it's his, but I'm moving in.
She kind of looks around, and when she looks around, you notice there's like a really worried look on her face.
Yeah. What's wrong?
Master will not be pleased that you are here.
Let me take care of him. Where's he at?
I do not know.
Okay. Tell you what. I'm gonna head for the throne room. Can you rustle me up like a goat cheese and lamb sandwich with like a sparkling water?
She just kind of cocks her eyebrow.
No? Whatever you got in the pantry's fine. I'm a little peckish, you know, on account of being dead.
Very well. And she turns and she starts to make her way back up the stairs. But halfway, she stops. And she kind of does a slow head turn, like she looks over her shoulder, back down the stairs at you, and she goes, "You're going to die tonight."
I already did.
She pays you no mind as she walks back up the stairs.
All right, where do I find my chair? Ooh.
Where do I find my chair? Awesome. Uh-oh. Did you freeze up?
I can't tell because it doesn't freeze up on me at my end. I can't tell.
All right, you're back now, but yeah, that looked a little weird. if you remember from last episode, well, not last episode, but when you were here originally, in front of you, there is some double doors, that lead into kind of the ball area,
Mhm.
that you were in before.
Yeah.
I would assume you would probably remember the layout of the few times you were here.
Mhm.
So you would assume if you go through those doors, you would eventually reach, the throne room, probably.
Okay. I Ace Ventura walk like quietly on my toes to the door.
All right. Yeah, they squeak open. You
Need
do
elbows.
you do enter the big,
Yeah.
room that was, the
Yeah.
ballroom at
Yeah.
some point. And it is completely different now. It's not clean at all. There are these pews. They're like church pews that are kind of lined up, throughout the thing. And up at the top of the balcony, remember I mentioned there was like a balcony kind of overlooking the whole thing.
Yeah.
It looks like there's an altar up there.
Okay.
But below that level, there is a double door right under the balcony.
And continue onward.
Okay. I'm gonna say for this door. Hold on a second. Why do I keep going off my banners? What is wrong with me? When you go to grab this door, it is locked.
All right. I take a step back and I want to like boot the door open.
You're gonna what?
Try to boot the door open.
Okay. I would say that would probably be that's just a strength. That's a what?
Oh, there's a 20. Not natural. There's a 20 work.
Well, what was the check? What were you doing?
I don't know. You got to determine the DC.
I was gonna say that would probably just be a
I
strength.
think it's a door. It's a strength check. On the DC, I would guess a 10. Depending on how you have it locked, would determine what it needs to be.
I mean, it's just a wooden door, but if you look at it, you can tell. I mean, it's even got like a keyhole and shit in it. Somebody has locked this door.
Yeah. Well, I rolled a 20.
All right. Yeah, you get through it. Why in the I'm just failing with my banners tonight. Like, what is going on? My head is not.
Shit happens.
My head is not working. But yeah, I'm gonna say you put some force on it, and you hear it kind of crack and splinter a little bit, and it just swings open. And you enter a long hallway that once again is lit by, torches along the walls. Only this time, the walls are also decorated with these old, ancient, like, paintings. You pass by the portrait of Tatiana, that you guys, saw before. But as you make your way down this hall, there's a couple more. There's a well-dressed man with like a collar. He's got a goatee. His hair's tied back in a ponytail. There's another one of a woman with long raven black hair that seems to be wearing like a ball gown. It's nobody you recognize, but you can assume that the reason they're there is probably because they meant something to Strahd at some point.
Okay. Got it, need it, need it, want it.
But eventually you kind of come to a clearing into a big room. It's kind of the way it's arched. It kind of reminds you, of a church building a little bit. But when you enter the room, there is another set of double doors on the side of it.
Walk the double doors.
You push them open. That's when you enter the throne room. And there's nobody in here. And the entire room, kind of like I mentioned earlier, it's kind of an arched room,
Mm-hmm.
off to one side, on the right side. There are these glass windows that seem to be letting in moonlight. In fact, it's almost coincidental that as you enter this room, there's a crack of lightning, outside, and you hear the boom of thunder. And after a few seconds, you hear rain start to pour down on the side of the castle and shit. But this room is illuminated by torchlight, so you can see in front of you. And off to the very far end, up on a little two-step, balcony, you do see the throne.
Okay.
You go up there and you sit down.
Well, I'm walking to it. I mean, yeah, I'm going to go to it and kind of look at it. All right, I could use a little more cushioning there. A little polish there. It's a chip in the top here. That'll do. I'll fix it later. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, when you touch it, make an Arcana check.
3.
Oh, you're probably gonna take some damage from this, son. When you touch it, kind of think that scene in Fellowship of the Ring where Gandalf reaches to grab the ring off the ground, and for a split second he sees the flash of the Eye of Sauron. Yeah. When you touch this throne, you see this dark, disheveled eye of something that you just don't recognize. It's not even you don't recognize it as Strahd, not even the dark powers that you were encountering before. But as you grab it, it kind of brings you to your knees a little bit, and you take 2 points of psychic damage. So write that down, son. 2 points. But it is also about this time as well when you fall to your knees, and you don't have to turn. You don't have to make a perception check for this. I mean, you just see it. You notice the room starts to swirl with these mists. Like, you watch as this mist comes under the door that you came in from before. Off to the side, there's like 2 more sets of double doors. On the left side of this room, mist starts creeping in, from under it. But eventually, it starts to swirl at the base of this throne, and it starts to take the shape of a man.
Okay.
And that's when you see him. You.
Me.
How is this possible?
I don't know. Your friend killed me, then some dude said, "Hey, you want control? I know you want out, so hey," I said, "Sure, why not?"
Let me see. Make an acrobatics check.
Yeah.
He is not happy right now, dude.
14.
I'm gonna say that's not quick enough. Like mid-sentence, all of a sudden, you were just, dude, he grabs you by the throat and he pins you to the throne. He's like, "How are you alive?"
No.
"Do not lie to me." And he lifts you in the air and he throws you to the ground, like away from the throne.
All right. All right, I get up. Well, like I said, your friend killed me. I woke up to these fucking dudes. They said, asked me if I wanted power, wanted control of Ravenloft or Barovia. I said yes. I'm in front of your castle. You want out. I want in.
This is not how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to come back for centuries.
Well, I did.
Wait.
Look, man, I'm not even from here. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, none of your friends are from here, but the rules for death in these lands still remain the same. You are not supposed to be here, especially in my castle at this time of night.
But you want out, so I'll buy it.
Indeed, I want out, but not until I have Tatiana.
Well, you see, there's the thing. You can leave and go get her, and I get this. So,
I don't think so, friend. You see, you are not worthy of my throne.
fine, what I gotta do?
Oh, you're not going to do anything. In fact, this is a most peculiar situation indeed. From what you describe, it seems even the dark powers that bind me to these lands seem to work against me now. This is a new
good thing.
This has never happened before. No matter. If they wish to replace me with another Dreadlord, that is on them. You see, I have no use of them anymore, or I have formed another deal with somebody else.
Okay.
You're totally packing this up right now. I love this.
I'm trying. Okay. So what's the deal?
There is no deal. In fact,
Wait, you just
oh, you're talking about the deal he's talking about.
yeah.
Oh, my bad. Dude, I've had a long day and a long week. All right.
No worries, brother.
It is none of your concern. My affairs are my own.
Well, okay. Now we got a problem. Friend.
Indeed we do. And he raises his hand at you. And I'm going to say, let me see. Make me a Constitution saving throw. Uh-oh. I don't like that face you just made. What? No way. Oh, shit. Oh, no. When he raises his hand, the mists start to twirl and swirl around you, and he goes, "Be gone." And when he says that, your entire field of vision like blurs and changes, and you feel like you're falling all over again. And eventually, you hit what feels like solid concrete. I've been falling for 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Nice.
As you take... Oh, that's not bad. 1 point of bludgeoning damage. Now, here's what I'll do. Since you rolled a nat 1, what happens to you?
What happened? Oh, you want me to decide?
I'll let you decide.
So he does that. The mists swirl me,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like I'm falling.
Yep.
I mean, all I can come up with is I feel like I'm falling, and then like the mist open up below me, and I'm like 15 feet off the ground. I just fall face first.
Face first. You do the Wile E. Coyote thing. There's just a packed print in the fucking ground. You stand up. You go, "Wow, what a hole!
What a dick!"
What an asshole!" When you look up, all you see is ceiling, like old wooden ceiling. In fact, the ceiling is only like 2 feet above your head.
Mhm.
You are
Okay.
now in what looks like an underground cavern. And the stone, the ground once again below you, it's like cobblestone. And, the walls around you, they're stone as well. Surprisingly, there's only a couple torches lining the walls down here, like up and, in front of you and behind you, it is completely dark.
Okay.
But you can kind of infer that he basically just kind of transported you away from him.
Yeah.
Like, he basically looked at you like a fly and was like, get the fuck out of my face. Isn't that nonsense? He literally looked at you and basically, hold on. He looked at you and basically did this.
Man, shut your bitch ass up. Nigga, nobody asked you out a bitch ass.
Yeah, that's about right.
He was like, boy, if you don't get that King of Ravenloft bullshit out of my face, there's only one ruler in these lands, son, and it ain't you.
Yeah.
It's funny that he said you're not worthy. That ties back to something in the book.
Oh, wait, it ties back to something what?
That the fact that he said you were unworthy, that ties back to something in the book with Strahd specifically.
Gotcha.
But we'll go over that another session.
All right. Well, look at the walls. What can I see? The doors.
Nothing. It's just a long stone passageway. And it's dark on both sides, except for the couple torches that you see on the walls.
Yeah. Well, again, I'll stop. Close my eyes and concentrate, listening for sound or like feeling there's a breeze blowing through. Feeling, I want to close my eyes and concentrate like a sound, like feeling there's any wind coming from any direction.
I would say investigation.
20, not natural.
Not natural? Okay.
Yeah.
That's still a success, though. Once again, as you listen, you do feel, well, as you kind of stop and, let your senses take over you a little bit, you do start to smell something, and it smells pretty good to you. And it's coming from your right.
Okay. Wait, am I right?
All right. And by the way, this smell that you're smelling, it's like the most overwhelming, euphoric thing you've ever smelled in your life.
Okay.
Yeah, frozen again, unfreeze. There we go.
Okay.
There we go. You're good.
Let's go.
This way. Zoink Scoop, we gotta go this way, man. White straw throw us in the briar patch, man. He throws in Ravenloft's asshole, man. This sucks.
Yeah.
You guys need a talking dog now. I'm gonna make it happen. It's gonna be a hellhound. He's gonna be a hellhound named Snips or something. I don't fucking know. His name's gonna be Dandelion or Sunflower. All right. But you start making your way down, and like I said, there's only a few torches illuminating this hallway. It gets to a point where it gets so dark that if you want to see in front of you, you probably might have to grab one of these torches.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. You take it off the wall, and you keep walking, and eventually you come to like an iron gate, kind of. And as you get to this gate, if you look through it, there are these cells kind of aligning both sides, of this place. And you start to hear some voices.
I'm guessing the smell's coming from there.
The smell is coming from there.
Okay.
But some of these cells, you do hear voices, but there is one voice in particular that does stand out to you. It is a very fancy, feminine voice. And she's like, oh, look at this poor thing. She failed the master, and now she doesn't want to get back into his good graces. Do it. And you hear this scream.
All right, I'll fucking bust the door open, the gate, whatever, kick it open, rip it open, whatever.
Okay. You do?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. If you kick it open, strength check. I got it. Yeah.
A 20, not natural.
Jesus, dude.
I'm a big dude.
You've got a lot of strength behind you. I completely forgot about that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
The music cut. Oh, it just restarted.
It like has like a 1 second gap.
Yeah, it does. I've got it on repeat though, so I never have to make like 3-hour cuts of it. I can just take a 25-second. I can take a 25-minute thing and just put it on repeat. But the door bangs open. It hits the wall that it's attached to, and it does cause quite a ruckus. That's when you hear the same feminine voice. Who's there? What do you
fucking
do?
reckoning, bitch. I walk down the hall.
You're
To the
fucking
noise.
reckoning, bitch. Oh my god. I love how you're not even attempting to stealth at all. You're just like, man, fuck this place.
You're hurting someone.
Okay. When you start making your way down, as you pass one of the cells, a hand reaches out and tries to grab you from one of the cells.
Okay. Is that where the scream was coming from?
No, it's not.
Okay. Be with me in a minute, Chief. Keep going.
You keep going, and eventually you start to come to this one where there is like a torchlight illuminating from inside it. And as you approach it, you do start to see a feminine figure like making their way to the door to open it. And through the torchlight, you can see that this woman has dark raven hair. Her skin is very pale. She's got makeup on, like she's got like eyeshadow on. Her lipstick is done, and she's wearing what looks like a red dress.
What is the torch made out of?
Probably like wood.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wood with like a wood with like a steel like.
Yeah, like wood with
like
a steel top and the
yeah.
All right. Okay.
But you see that she just pushes open the steel door and she steps out into the hallway to confront you.
How far away apart are we?
I would say you're probably like maybe 10 feet from each other.
Okay. Hey, he went out that way. Like he screamed after he screamed at you and he knocked me running out. I was sitting down here.
Who are you?
I'm just some dude. I woke up in front of the goddamn castle. I think he said he was gonna go down the other way, the other direction. I don't know. He had like some like torn up clothes, like a big like club in his hand.
There shouldn't be any other.
Come see. Come look. Just come see.
That's when she starts to like walk closer to you, and she gets in your face. And Pat, well, Darnell, she towers over you a little bit.
Okay. When she gets close enough, I'm put the torch in her face.
Okay.
Put the torch in her face, push her down, I want to fucking stab her in the chest with the torch.
Oh shit. Since you stab her in the chest, I'm gonna say make another strength check. Because when you put the thing in her face, she screams out. She's like
17.
I'm gonna say that does do it. You stab her when she goes down on the ground, and of course you hear the piercing of flesh. There's blood that starts to pour out from the wound, and you watch as she just freezes up, like she's paralyzed.
Okay.
And that's it. She can't move.
I'm gonna leave the torch, walk into the doorway.
As you walk by her, if you look down at her, you can make a perception check for this if you want to.
Ooh, natural 1.
Never mind. You don't see shit. Okay. All right. So you walk into the cell where she was at?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you walk in, there's a little 2-step thing to step in, but the entire room is just cobblestone. But if you look around, this is a torture dungeon, more or less. You know, you might see an Iron Maiden leaning in the corner. There's another device in the center. It kind of looks like a table that looks like it kind of rotates, probably, or it's built for stretching. Yeah. It's built for stretching, limbs and shit.
Yeah.
But on the far end, there is a blonde woman in rags chained to.
Can we pause the recording for 1 second?
What do you got to do?
I think my wife just got home.
Yeah, just go
check real quick. Okay, I didn't know if you want to like pause it or okay.
Yeah, just go real quick. It's okay. That is kind of a cool feature. You can like pause your recordings and shit and like resume them. That is pretty dope.
Yeah.
But like I was saying before, if you look across the room, like on the far side, past this table in the center, there is what looks like a blonde woman in like rags, just kind of chained to the wall.
Would it look like a Lara?
I don't know. Is it a Lara?
And what did it? I mean, would I recognize her scream?
Probably not, because I don't think you've ever heard her scream in pain before.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go up to her.
You approach her?
Yeah.
All right. Her head is down. Like, all you can kind of see is her hair just kind of like hanging over her face.
Hello.
She,
Hey, hello. Right here.
When she looks up, you do recognize the pale yellow eyes of Alara.
All right. Hey, wake up. I need you. I need you here.
Dude, she looks weak. And if you look at her, if you look at her neck, there are bite marks. Like they've been draining the blood from her. And if you look at her arms, you might see there's maybe like some burns or some cuts or something like that.
How is she strapped up with like wood, rope?
It's just chains in the wall. She's just shackled to the wall.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go try and unshackle the chains.
Okay.
I try to undo like the clasp on her wrist.
All right. If you do all that, make a sleight of hand check.
Interesting.
I've always used sleight of hand to unlock things, dude.
Oh, okay. 15.
15?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say that's enough for one of the shackles.
Okay.
You can choose whichever one.
Her right hand.
Her right hand. All right. You kind of fiddle with it a little bit, and it does come undone in her hand. Kind of swings down, and now she's just dangling by the other one.
Well, I'm gonna put an arm under her right shoulder and like reach over both hands and do the other one.
All right, make another sleight of hand check.
Natural 1.
I'm gonna say you're the whatever lockpick or something you're using, it breaks off and now it's stuck in the thing.
All right. How thick are the chains?
Thick enough to where they can hold up mortals, but I think if you were to put enough force on them, I'm gonna say the wall looks like it's kind of decrepit and ancient enough to where if you applied enough pressure, you probably just could pull it out of the wall.
I was gonna grab the chain on each side of the eye and just kind of put my feet on the wall and pull it off.
Make a strength check.
17.
I'll say that does do it. You put some force on it. I'm gonna say as you do, you do hear it. You do hear the concrete in the wall start to splinter and crack, and eventually the whole thing just comes falling out of the wall.
Okay.
And she kind of falls down.
I was gonna keep the chain in my left hand to prevent her from falling.
Okay.
Like hold her up like this, lay her down softly.
All right. Is that what you do? All right. When you do, she's conscious, but like I said, you can tell she's very weak. And it's when you look at her, I mean, she's looking up at you, but you can tell she's not like 100% there.
Right.
Like
I want
they-
to look around for like food, water, anything I can like grab. Anything that looks.
Perception check.
12.
That does pass. I'm gonna say over in the corner, you do see what looks like maybe an old adventurer's pack.
Okay.
You can go through it if you
Yeah,
want to.
go through it.
When you go through it, you find what looks like really old rations, but you also find what looks like an old leather like canteen. It does sound like it's got liquid in it. Whatever's in it, I'm not willing to
I'm gonna
say right
smell
now.
it.
Oh, you're gonna smell it? Okay. It smells like swamp water.
Hey, fuck it. I go back there and give her my water.
Did you give her your water? Oh yeah, that's right. You did get transported with all your things. All right. So you just kind of pour it into her mouth a little bit, and when you do, she coughs on it. You know, she kind of spits it out a little bit.
Yeah.
But she does look like she's starting to like come back a little more.
Okay, I'll grab my pack and get like a like 1 day of rations. Here, big bird. Here you go. Just eat some more. I'm not saying that.
It is about this. It is about this time. You hear a voice from down the hall, and it's a deep male voice that you don't recognize. Hey, who's there? I know you're over there.
I'm gonna like, hey. Need you to get up. Need you. We need you. Need you. Hey. Need you to get up. We got trouble. I'm trying to get you out of here. We got trouble.
That's when she kind of squints her eyes a little bit, and she opens them up wide, and that's when she notices it's you.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
She shoves you away, and she scurries back like towards the wall.
Yeah.
She's like, you, I killed you.
Listen, I killed the bitch that was hurting you. Some guy's coming. We gotta get out of here.
How are you alive?
I don't know. Let's go. Go now. Talk later. I'm like whispering to her. I'm not yelling.
She kind of looks towards the
Go
door.
now. Talk later. I need you up. Come on.
You watch as she kind of goes, damn it, under her breath, and she stands up, and she kind of brushes the dust off her body. And dude, when you look at her, now that she's kind of getting her strength back, you watch as the wounds on her arm, kind of think Wolverine, they just close.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's some cool shit, ain't it?
That's awesome. All right. So is there like sword and armor anywhere or anything?
My sword. I need my sword. But
I'm asking you.
Oh no, there's nothing in this room. But
Okay,
she does.
okay.
But she does say that if
Okay.
you bring up a sword, if you bring up her weapons or anything like that, she
Yeah.
does mention that she doesn't have her sword right now.
Hey, where can I get your stuff?
I should just need my sword. Down the hall, there should be a quartermaster. There should be a old guards room. That's where they confiscate anyone that they. That's where they confiscate anything that they take off prisoners.
All right. Stay here. I'll be right back. Go to the doorway, kind of peek out.
There is nobody in the hall.
Okay. Is the body still there with the torch?
Yeah, and when you pass her, she's making noise, but she can't move. It's literally like she's paralyzed.
Okay. So I'm gonna take my sword out. I need my sword to show you what I want to do. I'm gonna take my sword out. Her body's like this, her head's right here. I'm just gonna go like cut her head off. Like just like saw her head off.
Make actually, I want to see if there's another check I can make you for that. I'm tired of
I mean, I'm not rushing. I'm just kind of like la 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 la.
I know. Just make a strength check when you do that.
Yeah, 17.
I'm gonna say that does it. It's a good thing I got this listed as a vampire spawn and not
So, like-
somebody else that's important.
I put my sword and I grab her by the hair, grab the head by the hair, and I start walking down the hallway.
Dude, the blood, you hear the liquid dripping of her blood leaking from the head as you walk down the hall.
Is the head still moving, or there's like?
No, it's
Okay.
just no. Her eyes are like kind of rolled up into her head. Her mouth is hanging open now. It's
Okay.
a decapitated head.
Okay. Where's the guard room? Oh wait, you can't talk. I'm gonna check the doors. Check the doors at the end of the hallway.
All right. If you look down the end of the hall, there is a. It's just a wooden door, but it looks like there's a flap there that you can open up. You know, think
Okay,
those old spy movies and
okay.
shit.
All right. So I'm gonna take her. Her eyelids are open, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm gonna put my fingers to roll her eyes back to her eyeballs are right here. We go to the
Okay.
door, put the head right where the door, the like a little bit from the back of the flap, and bam, 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 bam.
That's when the flap. Oh, what in the?
Senor. Oh, senor. Oh, I love you. We love you big. Let's go, big boy. Senor. Oh, I got my hand on my sword, by the way.
Oh, you do.
So kind of like I'm here. The door's kind of like this. Love you. We love you long.
You do. You are able to look through the hole, and it is kind of like you do remember Cicero. It looks like another little goblin creature, except this one is wearing like, a cloak, kind of.
Okay.
It goes. You want to Strahd spawn?
Yes, yes. Ooh, we love you. Hey, bonita.
You love me? Whoa. Nobody's ever confessed like that, huh?
Open the door. I'll show you how much I love you.
What the fuck are we doing?
I have no idea. I'm pulling this out of my ass as it comes out. I don't know what I'm doing.
As you're doing this, make a persuasion check.
11?
I'm gonna say he's a little doubtful. Like, your voice is a little too high to be that of a normal female.
Okay.
He's like, "Oh, there's something funny about your voice. Are you
All right.
okay?"
So, I want to drop the head, reach in, grab the cloak, and pull my sword up at the tip to open the fucking door now.
I'm
And
gonna say,
to push a point home, I'm gonna put the sword like to his chin and just hold it there. Open the fucking door.
dude, intimidation check with advantage, just because I like that.
Well, does a 22 work?
Fuck yeah, that works. What are you talking about? He's like, oh my god, who are you? Okay, just calm down, And you hear as he kind of reaches off to the side, and you hear the doorknob kind of like click, like he unlocked
Okay.
it for you.
All right. So my arms through the latch. I'm just gonna push the door open and hold him to the sword point. Let him go. Pull my sword out and close the door behind me. So I'm in the room face to face with him, or face to face.
Yeah, he's a little guy like Cicero. He's got a hooked
Yeah.
nose. Like I said, he's wearing a brown cloak that's kind of tattered and ragged.
You know Cicero?
Cicero. He's a goblin? I
listen,
guess.
he kind of talked like this. He's always with Strahd.
Oh, that foul traitor to Strahd's throne.
Well, we took him out of here. He's gone. So
You do not need to be here. You are a trespasser.
yes, I know. Where's Alara's sword?
I'm gonna say your intimidation check did.
Okay.
I mean, he's not gonna fight you on that. He's like, it's right there. And if you look to the corner, Well, just in this room in general, there's a couple tables in here with like old swords. That you might see a chest under one of these tables that you can probably assume is probably filled with more weapons and armor. There's armor and weapons splattered across the walls like a display room. It's almost like a weird trophy room, kind of.
Okay. Yeah.
But you do see her sword off in the corner, just kind of sitting there.
All right. So I pull my sword back out again. Hey, don't move. I go grab her sword, put mine back. Just doing a cursory glance of the weapons. Anything looks good? Looks.
I'm gonna say probably not.
Okay, I want to go ahead. Oh, go on.
I was gonna say most of this weapons and armor, they look old, decrepit,
Okay.
worn out. They look like they've been here for eons.
Yeah. Gotcha. I want to check out the chest real quick.
Okay. It is locked when you try to get into it.
But okay. I'm gonna stand up and just fucking stomp the lock off.
I love your brute force mentality. You're not even trying to like lock things or unlock things, dude. It's fucking sick.
Too long.
Strength check.
17. No, 18. 18. Sorry.
Yeah, that was just a DC of 10, dude. Yeah, you kick it hard enough, and the lock just snaps off, and you hear it clink as it just hits the ground, hits the stone ground.
All right. I'm gonna use her sword with the scabbard to like lift the lid.
Okay. When you open it, you find a coin purse.
Woo!
I'm gonna roll to see just how much gold is in said coin purse. Just give me a second. It's got. That is the. It doesn't matter. There are 57 gold pieces in this coin purse.
Okay.
And you also find 2 potions of healing.
Fuck it. From my backpack. Have a look at him. You want to be free?
You just get out of here before you get me killed.
No. Oh, you'll be killed if he sees what I did here. Do you want to be free? You don't think he'll kill you with that fucking head and the bitch on the hall and then Alara gone?
Persuasion check. I'm having you make a lot of rolls tonight, man. This is awesome. 12. Unfortunately, no. He still thinks he's better in the service of Strahd. He's like, I don't want to be around when he shows up to kill you. And he turns and he runs out of the room, like out of the dungeon.
Door's closed. The door's closed.
Oh, yeah.
I purposely closed it for that reason.
I don't want to be anywhere near you when he comes to kill you.
Okay, the door, did it have like a ring on the outside?
Have a what?
Like a ring to like push it open and pull it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a whatever the most sturdy sword or staff I can find.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, ooh, I'm not done with you. I walk out, close the door, put the staff or whatever through the ring to like bar the door shut.
Oh, you close him in?
Yep.
That's awesome. When you exit back out into the hall, you do see the figure of Alara. She's starting to like wobble towards the entrance of where her cell was, and she kind of like leans on the bar, like she's trying. You can tell she's still trying to like recover her strength a little bit.
Yeah. All right, we'll go run up to her. Here's your sword. What else do you need?
Just this. And she takes it from you, and dude, when she grabs it, you watch as the whole thing just it illuminates in that red light that I've mentioned before, and you watch as her hand starts to like, you watch as this black ethereal mist starts to form at the base of her hand.
Goes up her arm.
Think the symbiote, dude. It runs up her arm and just covers her whole fucking body, and you watch as that black armor just manifests over her, dude.
Yes.
Dude.
Fuck yeah.
Now, that's kind of fucking sick, man.
That is fucking cool as shit, dude.
That is cool as fuck, man. Unfortunately for you, the moment her armor like appears over her and she gets her strength back, her eyes just snap open like she's fully regained her strength.
Mm-hmm.
Make me an athletics check.
16.
All right, I'm gonna say that does pass. She immediately goes to swing on you, and you sidestep it, and you watch as her sword just bounces off the fucking concrete, and she kind of takes a battle stance. She's like, "How are you alive?"
I don't know. I'm trying to kill me. Let's go.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't strike you down here.
I just saved you.
And what's that to me?
You're not being tortured anymore. Thank you, Pacqued. You're welcome, crazy bitch. Let's go.
You're welcome, you crazy bitch.
Thank you, Pacqued. Even though I just killed you, you just saved me. You're welcome, crazy bitch. Now let's leave.
That's when you hear that deep male voice again. Hey, what's going on out there? That's when she looks down the hall towards a particular cell and she goes, "This doesn't concern you." You can infer it's one of the prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? I'm gonna say, this is gonna be a doozy right here. Make a persuasion check on Alara.
14.
Let me see. I'm gonna say because of the current predicament, for now, she lowers her sword.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, "This isn't over."
Yeah, I get that. But he's gonna be pissed if you're not being tortured. I stop the torture. You're in trouble. I'm in trouble. The dude at the end of the hallway's in trouble. Let's get him. Let's get out of here.
Why are you here? First of all,
I don't know. I woke up on the steps of the castle. You're the third person to ask me that. I have no clue what's happening.
wait. That's when she kind of like puts her hand like on her chin.
You
and
killed
starts
me.
thinking.
The dude asked me if I wanted power and wanted Barovia. I said yes. I woke up at the fucking steps. God sent me down here because I talked shit to him. I got a problem with my mouth.
You met with Strahd.
Yes.
That's when you see the sword. It starts to like illuminate a little redder, like she's angry. I'm willing to overlook our past encounter, but I must know why you're truly here.
Yeah, you killed me, so I'm the one that should be mad, but I'm not. I'm here because of today. I offered me power. I accepted. I woke up here. I'm assuming they want me to be the new boss of this land, and to do that, I got to get rid of your boss. And to get rid of your boss, you seem like you'd be a pretty good weapon to use against your boss. And considering I just pissed him off, and he'll be pissed at you for not getting punished, maybe you would want to, I don't know, help me out here after you killed me.
You seek to kill him.
Yes. You know, like this bitch right here.
She looks down at the decapitated body, and she just kind of dunk. She nudges the leg with her foot. Like a piece of trash. She just kind of like kicks her foot a little bit.
Nice.
It would seem you are in a really strange predicament.
You think?
Let me level with you.
Yeah, we got time. Go ahead.
There's always time in Barovia, man. There's always time in Barovia. I don't know how you got back, and quite frankly, I don't care. But what I do care about right now is slaughtering that famed freak.
Yeah. That's what I want too.
Then we have a common goal, it would seem, for now.
Can we go now?
Wait, you seek to kill the devil.
Yeah.
Let me out of this cell.
As the dude?
It's the dude.
I'm gonna look at her.
She goes, I don't know. He's been here for some time.
I'm gonna walk up to his cell. Is it like bars or a door?
It's bars, but there is a door. There is a steel door.
Yeah, but I can see into the room. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you can see him and see into the room. There's a little candle like in the corner on a makeshift like bedside post.
All right, get the candle and come here.
Come into the light. Some Beauty and the Beast shit. He comes into the light. He's just this monstrosity. Like, what the
He
fuck?
starts singing. He starts singing short tunes.
Oh shit. He watches the candlelight gets picked up by somebody in the shadows, and this figure walks to the bars, and it's a human, and he's got long gray dreadlocks, dark skin, tattered clothes, but his eyes are beaming with a determination, and he's got like a goatee and shit.
Laura.
She goes,
Move to the side. When he moves, I boot the fucking door.
You boot it?
Yep.
Strength check.
Say 23.
Yeah, that does it. I'm gonna say when you kick it, at first it doesn't budge, but you watch as it just falls inwards, and he kind of looks down at it, and he looks up at you. That is impressive, Brett.
Thank you. There's weapons next door. Gonna go to the door with the goblin, pull the spear or whatever out, push the door open, or go try to push the door open.
Actually, you said there was a sword that you put in it?
Or whatever was sturdy.
Yeah.
To put like across, like if the door's like this and the ring's here,
yeah,
I put it where it's like a cross where like he can't pull the door open.
Well, he takes the sword from you and he's like, allow me. He takes it from you, and the door, it just kind of swings open a little bit, and the goblin is still standing there running his mouth. He's like, Strahd will kill you all, I swear. And like halfway through his sentence, this dude cuts the fucking goblin's head off.
Okay. Fair enough. Take your pick. We gotta go.
That's when you hear Alara. She's like, are you two done? Then she turns and she starts walking down the hall.
Oh, the dude, does he look like weak or anything?
No, he is about 6'2", muscular. Like the collar on his shirt is open a little bit, but his shirt is kind of torn a little bit. Yeah, okay. Like one.
I mean, weak as in like he's like been beaten or something.
No, he just looks dirty. That's about it. He just looks like he hasn't showered in months.
Okay.
Probably smells a bit, something like that.
All right, you good? Let's go.
What's good?
Oh, by the way, I'm Pacqued. What's your name?
Ezekiel. That fucking sucks. I'm just kidding. No, he goes.
Huh?
He goes, I am Ezekiel.
Nice to meet you. Let's go.
He kind of looks over his shoulder and then he starts to follow you. And literally, dude, he's tall. He kind of towers over you by like maybe another foot.
I'm 6 foot.
Okay, he's like he's
like 6'7" or something. Like he's like a big dude.
He's like 6'2".
Okay.
Kinda. Yeah. So slightly bigger.
Yeah.
But if you walk, but you said you start making your way back down that hall. All right. You do see Alara like a little bit further from you, like maybe 20 feet ahead. You watch as her blade just kind of like illuminates that same red glow, and she's using it almost like a torch to see in the dark.
Nice.
And he's walking behind you, and he's like, He's like, so, how did you get to Ravenloft?
I don't know. Well, let me give it to you in a short, simple way. She killed me. I woke up to some dudes. They asked me if I wanted power and control of Ravenloft. I said yes. I woke up in the steps of the castle. Strahd kicked me down here.
That is a lot that has happened in a few words. Well, we all have a story, my friend, and I imagine that the gods probably brought you here for a reason.
I look forward to hearing yours when we're safe. Let's go.
You like smack his back or some shit like that.
Yeah. Let's go.
He just kind of. So, I'm kind of picturing this guy. He looks like, if you've seen The Walking Dead,
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
He looks
More
just like
Ezekiel.
he looks just like Ezekiel from The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Let me get the curse.
I'm picturing Carrie, whatever his name is.
Yep.
Picturing the voice.
Yep. Let me get the Curse of Strahd book. I'm gonna need it here in a second.
Yep. Well, ladies and gentlemen, are you entertained? Are you liking the game so far? I am having a blast. I hope you're enjoying it, and you guys come to see episode 12 to see what happens when this one ends.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I was talking to the audience.
Talking to the audience.
I had nothing to say for you.
Oh, are you talking shit about me, fucker? You think this shit sucks? Huh?
I was telling him how I waited a week for this.
I'm doing my best.
No, man,
here,
I was just killing dead air, so it doesn't have to be cut and chopped out. It was some little banter, some
good little banter.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, man. I'm gonna have to use 3 fucking books here in a bit, probably. Jesus.
Is this the way you expect it to go?
Kinda. I didn't expect Pack to go, we need to get the fuck out of here. That's the only part I didn't count on. So any role playing I wanted to do with Alara has just kind of been.
I thought roleplay was pretty good, man.
That role play's been good, but I mean, obviously, I always want more, you know.
Yeah. I'm always down for more. I'm just thinking in my head, we're in Strahd's castle. He's got to know one of his bitches was killed, and we need to move.
Yeah. I'm gonna say you guys kind of keep walking, and let me do this real quick. Let's see what this is. Let's just do. Ah! Fucking shit. Okay, that works. You guys keep walking, and eventually you do come to what looks like an opening in the side of this hallway. It looks like a spiral staircase that kind of leads upwards. And you hear Alara out in front of you. She goes, "This way."
Okay.
And as you guys are making your way up the spiral staircase, Ezekiel kind of comments. He's like, "You made an enemy of the right hand of Strahd."
She killed me.
But if she killed you, then well, never mind. You said you don't know how you're here. he even acknowledges that. He's like, "Wait, I already asked that question."
Shit happens when you're stuck in a cell for a long time. I get it. Look, she kicked our asses. She killed me. I came back. She was getting tortured. I saved her.
Wait, there's more of you?
Yeah, it's like 6 of us. Yeah, 6. That's 6 of us. We were on the way to Vallaki when this happened. We want to try to get the relics to kill Strahd.
So you do seek to destroy him?
Yeah.
That is very honorable, my friend.
Thank you.
He kind of lights up a little bit. Like, he's like, "I like your spirit." It's not the time and the place to be having this conversation, bro. Like, what's happening? Like, let's suck each other off and we get the fuck out of here.
Right. Let's just go now.
Let's just go. That's when you hear Alara up ahead. She's like, "Are you two done talking?"
Well, yes.
Ma'am.
Yes, mommy.
Wow, that's the first time I've ever heard that. Okay. Jesus Christ. I don't know what to say.
I'm no man, I'm a man. If you seen this shit.
I just watched that yesterday for anyone seen. I don't know if you seen this shit.
Wait, you think she's hot?
You never said she wasn't.
I mean, she is kind of attractive. In a really weird, twisted kind of way.
You know me, right?
Right. But eventually, as you guys keep going up, and of course, this spiral staircase, it is illuminated with some torches. So it's not like it's not like it's completely dark.
Right.
But eventually, all three of you do come to what looks like a trap door, and she kind of pushes on it, and she's like, "Wow, it's locked."
Allow me.
Ezekiel's like, "I was going to do it, but I like you, friend. Go ahead."
16.
He just did another. I already knew what you were fucking rolling. I didn't even need to say it. And you said 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say the door is kind of it's weak enough to where it just and you just kind of like slide it off to the side. And she steps up out of it. And when she does, she kind of does the Anakin Skywalker where she holds her sword like this. She kind of like looks around and she goes, "All clear." When you step out of it, you do come into what looks like another hallway. On the left side, it is nothing but the stained glass windows and the rain, from before when you were in the, the throne room. It's pounding even harder now. And when Ezekiel steps out, there's this loud crash of thunder, and you hear him kind of yelps a little bit. He's like, "Oh, by the moaning Lord."
It's okay. It's just lightning.
Whether we're fighting Strahd today or we're leaving, let's just get away from Ravenloft, please.
Let's go.
I agree. I'm making this guy the most likable dude ever, dude. It's the most charming dude you've met since you got to Ravenloft, son.
I like him.
Yeah. Are you two done having a dick measuring contest?
You keep stopping.
You guys do keep walking. And we'll say you walk for a little bit. You do pass by some other hallways, but since Alara is out in front of you guys, you can kind of infer she knows where she's going.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say at some point she stops and she goes, "Wait a second." Maybe a perception check.
She says that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What? A 1?
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to cost you a little bit right here.
Hold on. Can we pause?
Yes. What do you need to
All
do?
right.
Oh, okay. All right, and we are back.
Yes.
All right. You did fail. All right. You did fail your perception check critically.
Yeah.
And you feel a sharp poke in your butt.
Ow!
That's when you hear Ezekiel go, "By the morning Lord." It is a sword. Like, there is a floating projectile sword that has just poked you right in the ass. And there,
Alara?
and when you turn around, Ezekiel with that sword he took, he's fighting off 2 more that are like hovering in front of him. He's like sword fighting with something that's invisible.
Alara!
When you turn around, yeah, she's currently She's currently fighting one too.
Okay, I pull mine out to fight the crazy sword.
That's when you hear her. She's like, "Oh, these things are an annoyance. Run!" And she starts to sprint down the hall.
All right, come on, Ezekiel.
No! And you grab him. All I'm thinking is that scene from Scooby-Doo where they're being chased by the fucking sword. It's the gameplay of the ghost ship again. But all I'm thinking is that 2D shot of you guys just running through the hall. There's a long hallway shot of you guys going in and out of rooms, and these fucking swords are following you.
I was picturing the hallway in Castlevania Symphony of the Night, the long hallway with the spikes.
Yeah.
I like yours better.
Yeah. Like Alara will poke her head out of a door, and there's a sword poking out of another door. It follows her into the door she's in, and then she comes out of another door looking around.
The sword with her crew looking out.
Yep.
Is it weird chasing the swords at one point?
Hey, right? You did take a point of damage from being poked in the butt, though. You took 1 point. Oh, nothing like it. That's going to be an innuendo now. Sword to the butt! But eventually, you guys, as you guys keep running, you do come to a door. She's like, there! And she stops and she swings it open and she waits for you guys to run through. You run through?
Yeah, of course.
All right. When you run through, she immediately jumps in and she slams it behind her, and you just hear the swords.
What the fuck was that?
She kind of leans back on the door.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. What happened?
She spilled my water everywhere.
Uh-oh.
We're good.
Okay.
We're
Kids
good.
gotta love them, right?
Yeah.
But she goes. She kind of breathes a little bit, and you know her eyes are kind of like glowing in the dark a little bit.
Yeah.
And she goes. Ravenloft is full of many things other than just old ghosts. You'll find a manner of all kind of enchanted artifacts in this place. But
Right,
she
now
walks,
where we're going.
and she walks forward, and she's like, "He's expecting us."
Let's go a different direction.
I thought you wanted to face him. That is why
Now?
you're here, right?
You can fight him off now. He whipped my ass easily. All right, fuck it, let's go.
You don't think you couldn't beat him without my help?
Maybe, let's go. Ezekiel, you good?
Ezekiel, he's like, I don't know much about this right hand, but I kind of like what she's selling.
All right, let's go.
If we can end this whore tonight, we might be able to return Barovia to its former glory.
Let's do it.
Pacqued is like, we are going to die. You really want to fucking do this? They're like, yes.
All right.
Fine. We're doing this. The room you guys entered into, it's almost like a living room. Like, well, hold on a second. You recognize this room. It's the room where you had dinner with Strahd.
Okay.
You know, the long table is still there. There's a crackling fireplace off to the right.
Yeah.
You know, there's an organ at the very end. Got it. Vampires always got to play the organ, dude. Like, come on. But she walks past it and through the double doors on the far end, and you guys come to another hallway.
Well, while we're going through that room, I want to lean to Ezekiel. She was standing when she blew up Barovia.
Wait, say it again?
That's where she was standing when she blew up Barovia.
Wait, she destroyed the village?
Yeah, he made her. We saved the little girl, though.
and he kind of looks out the window because literally, like from this vantage point, you can see the town.
Yeah.
And he looks down, and you see the smoldering ruins, and you watch his face just kind of like, you watch as his heart just kind of drops a little bit.
Yeah.
He's like, when did this happen?
I don't know, a week, maybe 2. I'm not sure of the time. She killed me and I appeared with these dudes. I don't know.
He will pay for this.
Kind of what I was hoping.
After I'm done killing her, and he draws his sword and he starts
No.
walking down the hall.
I'm gonna grab him and pull him.
You grab him
No. We need her. She can still be saved. She was under his control. She can be saved.
And you are certain she's still not?
She's leading us to him.
I may have been a little rash, but it could be a trap.
Maybe. I already died once. Let's go for 2.
You hear her voice down the hall. Hey, you two coming? It's like echoing off the walls. One move, and she's dead.
Fair enough. Let's go.
All right. You do manage to catch up with her, and you kind of come off to another set of doors to the left, and they are big arched doors, and you recognize these doors as the same doors that you saw in the throne room the first time that were kind of off to the side.
Okay.
She goes, "We're here." And she pushes the doors open, unless you want to.
No, I was gonna look at. I want to look at her, just kind of like
Oh,
study her face for a few seconds.
what are you trying to study?
Just looking like if she still has that same fire in her eyes, if anything changed, if anything's like she's like hiding, like she's.
I mean,
Hell.
she looks like the same Alara that you met, but I'm gonna say, if you look close at her, and I'm not gonna make you make a perception check, but there is a look of uncertainty in her face, and when she goes to grab the knob, she kind of stops, and she removes her hand.
I want her like, Alara, what's going on?
This is as far as I'll take you.
All right, if you just said you can help us. If you can't, you help us get out of here.
I don't know if we can.
There's a window right there.
You really want to shimmy down the side of Ravenloft? The fuck?
How far? I mean, how far up did we go from the throne room? How far up to go off the ground is it?
Dude, Ravenloft is sitting on the side of a mountain.
I know. Judge me.
I like skydiving, okay?
I like wingsuiting. Like, can you get us to the front door? Any other way to go through here? There's got to be millions of ways.
We'd have to walk all the way around to get to the main door to get into the throne room, but I don't like this. And she raises her hand to put it on the doorknob again, and you notice for a moment she's shaking, like there's genuine fear in her body language.
What's happening? I'm doing this. What's happening? Or here.
We're about to pass the point of no return.
I think we did that when I killed his bitch in the dungeon. I really couldn't remember the word for a second.
He knew we were going to be here before we even got here.
It's like a living house for him. He knows. He's like, yeah, he knows this shit. Come on.
It doesn't matter. Let's just kill the bastard and be done with it.
I like his plan. Let's go.
As you wish. And she... And the whole thing just swings open. And once again, you come back to that room, except you're entering in to the side of it
Right.
now. And as you do, it's a little different this time. There's candlesticks, kind of lining the room a little bit.
Mhm.
It's a little more lighter in here now. Once again, you see the long red rug that, kind of runs to the throne, back to the main entrance door. And Strahd is there. He's sitting on the throne. He's got one leg kind of crossed over the other. He's kind of fiddling with his fingers. He's got a cup of what you can probably expect as wine in one hand. And he goes, I was wondering how long it would take you to return.
So what? Quicker? Longer? What? Rookie record?
Dude, I'm totally picturing that shot from Endgame where the three of them are walking up on Thanos. Actually,
Yep.
now that I think about it, he looks at you and he goes, you could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back
Oh,
to
but
me.
I am a failure, so I'm good.
You must be really dumb or really stupid to make your way back here.
Yes.
But once again, you said you were here to replace me, is that right?
Yeah, you said you wanted to go.
Alara kind of looks at you sideways when you say
Told you
that.
that?
Wait, you mean this man is supposed to be the next Dreadlord?
Yeah.
And
This guy.
Strahd kind of bellows out and he laughs a little bit. He's like, I've grown tired of this little game we've played for weeks now. There will only ever be one Dreadlord in these lands. I've tried to offer the throne to several of you, but none of you have done anything that has even remotely made you worthy of it in my eyes.
Well, I came back from the dead.
That still doesn't change the thing. You were just a clown, a fool, a court jester who's parading around thinking he can be a hero. You just doing that the whole time?
Yeah.
Alara kind of squints her eyes at you.
It's the insanity. It just
It's
takes
the
over.
insanity of this place. Well,
I was dropped in my head as a kid.
if it was truly the powers that brought you back, tell me, have you had the urge?
I mean, she is pretty attractive. I don't know how you kept your hands to yourself, but crazy bitch in the dungeon, she looked pretty hot too. Yeah, I mean, I did for a second. I was like, "What's up, girl? What you doing?"
That's when he raises that goblet. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Listen, you failed me most of this night. Whatever you roll, please let it be not a failure. Now, I'm not saying a failure is a failure. Just be right.
Are you actually talking to your dice? The fuck?
A 13.
Ooh. I just barely passed.
Oh, shit.
Just barely. When he lifts it up, do you remember when I mentioned that you got down into the dungeons and you started to smell this really euphoric, just genuine smell?
Yeah.
You smell it again, and it is coming from this goblet. In fact, it's so infectious that the urge to reach out and take it is really strong. I'm gonna say Ezekiel kind of catches the look in your eye. He's like, "What are you doing? That you know what that is, right?"
I have no clue, man. That shit smells good.
He's a vampire. What else would he be drinking?
I don't know. I'm not from here. It smells good, though.
I love how you're totally role playing this shit. I don't fucking know. What do vampires drink, son? The fuck? What are you?
I don't know. I'm a dude. I'm a half elf. Look at the ears.
It is simple. And you hear Strahd speak up again, and he goes, if what you say is true, and you made a dark pact as I did, you are on your way to being a creature of the night, like me.
Well, maybe I'll be a nice one.
No one who makes a pact with those dreaded powers ever comes out the same. Perhaps they've chosen to replace me because they see me as no longer fit. But it is not up to them. For as long as I sit on this throne, as long as I sit on this throne, these lands will be mine. And you watch as he produces a sword from basically thin air. Like, you watch as this shadowy form kind of manifests, and he pulls a sword out of it, and all the candle lights in the hall, they just go out.
Oh.
Tell me, my friend, do you think you are worthy of my throne?
I don't know. Guess we'll find out.
I guess we will. And that's when you watch Alara's sword, it lights up red, and she takes a fighting stance and she goes, get ready.
All right.
Dude, Ezekiel, he pulls an Obi-Wan Kenobi, he lifts that shit in the air and he does the finger point and shit, dude.
Yes. Yes.
I'm going to enjoy watching you all choke on your own blood. Darnell.
Yeah.
It is time for initiative.
All right. You've done better than your brother. Let's see what you got. 17.
You got a what?
17.
17. All right, I got a 17 as well, so I will roll again.
Yep. A 4.
I just got a 17 again.
All right, so you first.
Alrighty, my guy. So, P.S. We would not be doing this if I didn't have a plan.
Yeah, I know.
How are you feeling?
Good.
All right, just making sure.
I mean, my butt's got a little poke in it, but I'm all right.
I mean, you did get anally molested by a
butt sword.
All right, let me add a Lars token here, and I'll screen share.
Oh, I got okay.
Alrighty, dude. Let's do this. This is the first showdown with Strahd. Let's see how this fucking goes. Immediately, he's going to rush forward, and he's going to make an unarmed attack against Ezekiel. And I mean, lightning quick, too. Like, one moment he's sitting at the throne, and think traditional vampire speed. 1 minute he's there, and he just...
Yeah. Okay.
It is... Ooh, 14. Plus 5. So that is 18. No, wait, that's 19. Sorry. He takes 1d8. 2d6. There is going to come a point where this fight is going to end. Just not the way you think.
Okay.
6 from 6. 12, 13, 14, 16. He takes 16 points of bludgeoning damage. You watch it, like, he moves from that throne with wicked speed, and he just reaches his fist out. And he punches him right in the gut, and you watch as he goes flying back like 10 feet. You can literally hear the fucking air come out of his fucking lungs as he goes flying back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I moved him.
He's like, and he kind of goes to his knees a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's when Alara comes off from the side, and she goes to make a swing on him, and you hear this wailing battle cry from her as she makes an attack with her greatsword. This is the first time I've ever had to fight myself. The fuck? Where is this motherfucker's AC? I know you got an AC, Strahd. The fuck? Oh, okay. Dude, that was right on the money. Okay. She actually manages to fucking hit him.
Jesus.
And he is going to take 2d6. I am failing at getting my dice ready tonight. What's the matter?
You.
What'd I do?
You said you failed to get your dice ready tonight.
10, 16, 19. He takes 19 points of slashing damage. Like, as soon as Ezekiel goes flying back, she comes off from the right, and she just, and she brings it down right on him, and she, like, kind of cuts into him, and you just hear him, you hear him cry out. He goes, "Ah!
That's right, you fucker!
You traitor!" All right. I'm going to say it's your turn now.
All right, I'm gonna fucking swing at him.
All right. Dude, I'm getting Castlevania fucking vibes right now, dude.
Did the 25 hit?
That does fucking hit, actually. Look at you! Look at you! Look at you doing damage to Strahd, son. Hell fucking yeah.
7 points of damage.
Is it just normal slashing damage?
Yeah.
All right. He is going to take a legendary action when you hit him. And he is going to move back. He kind of retreats towards the throne a little bit. And you kind of see the look on his face. He's like, he kind of looks at his hand where you hit. He kind of looks at his wound where you hit him, and it starts to close a little bit. He's like, "Impressive. Looks like you have some fight in you after all." This is pretty sick so far. I like this.
Yeah. So is Ezekiel going, or is it back to you?
No, it's back to me now.
Okay.
But he is going to stand up, and he is going to attempt to make his way up there. So, one. He's like, "Ugh, you coward!" It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He actually manages to make it right to the throne, and he comes up to him, and he starts to go down on him with his own sword attack. He goes down on him. What?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I mean, is it that kind of fight? All right.
Wait a minute. Please, God. Let's not do this. Damn. We're actually hitting fucking Strahd, man. The hell?
No.
What's going on?
Oh, no, you good.
All right. So Strahd. Now, Ezekiel doesn't have that many stats, but there is a reason why, and that will be revealed probably soon. All right. He takes 5 points of slashing damage. Strahd's getting his ass whooped right now, son. What the fuck is going on here?
I know.
Say. All right. And then Strahd immediately is going to look at Ezekiel when he does that. And for this turn, Ezekiel is going to have to make a wisdom saving throw. Because he looks at him.
Yeah.
And he failed. You watch his eyes, you watch Strahd's eyes go green from that night at the Burgermeister's mansion. And he charms him.
Yay.
Yeah. You even hear Alara, she's like, "Crap." And you watch as Ezekiel turns around, and you see the demeanor in his face. It's like angry. You know, and you hear Strahd, he goes, "Fight for me, my beast. Reveal your true self. Show them the power of the Moonborn.
Is he a Super Saiyan?
No. In fact, at this moment, the full moon shines through the windows, and you watch as this guy goes to his knees, and you watch as his body starts to contort and grow. You hear the snapping of bones and ligaments. You know, his face starts to elongate, and these claws start to sprout from his fingertips, and he starts to sprout hair as a werewolf appears in front of you. Go now. Destroy them. It's all part of the plan, bud.
Yeah.
And yes, I had to use the image from fucking Underworld just because I like that werewolf design, dude. Yeah, that shit is badass.
It is.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, it's me.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I'm in a cast, I guess, magic missile on the fucking werewolf.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can cast fucking spells now. I forgot.
Yeah. 3 points of damage.
Oh yeah,
Always
it's instantaneous, right?
Yeah. Magic missile always hits. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 points of damage. You know, you immediately lift up your hand and you cast magic, and all 3 of those bolts just hit him square in the chest, and he lets out this fucking roar that just echoes through the entire throne room. I hope I'm not boring you, dude.
No, you're not.
I'm trying really hard.
I've just been up a long time too, like you.
Yeah, well, like I said, and I mean, we're making good time, I think.
Yeah.
Just let me find the. You would think it would just. I'll do it when I get back to his turn. I don't want to slow this down. You hear Alara cry out. She goes, "A lichen, interesting." And that's when you watch as this firebolt appears in her hand, and you recognize this attack. This is the same attack that killed Ismark.
Yep.
Hellfire bolt. So she casts it. According to the monster manual, that does hit. All right. Werewolf dude takes. I'm gonna need more dice, son.
Oh shit.
7, 8, 10. All right. He takes 10 points of fire damage.
Nice.
And that's not all. He takes 9 points of necrotic damage too. Yeah, so it's almost like the moment you start casting spells, she gets the same exact idea, and immediately she just lets one off right from her fucking hand, right at it.
Yeah.
And it just roars and screams, and it gets down on all fours, and it looks like he's getting ready to lunge.
Oh, great.
Destroy them, my creature. All right. And it's back to... It is my turn, right?
Yeah, it's the werewolf's turn.
All right, cool.
Or Strahd, whichever.
Yeah. Werewolf jumps at you, and he... Open the book for this. I'm sorry you're tired, dude.
No, it's fine, dude.
Like a bitch. Where the fuck? Oh, lycanthropes. There we go. I'm such a dumbass. I did not have time to do prep for this. All right. He's going to come barreling at you, and he is going to make a claw attack. And he doesn't move quite as fast as Strahd, but he moves about as fast as you would expect a werewolf to move. But he comes down here to you, and he goes to make a attack. Does 15 hit?
Yes, sir.
Holy shit. Right. Ah, that's actually not too bad, I think. Take 2d4. You only take 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
All right. And when he comes at you, Strahd he turns into a swarm of bats and makes his way back down to Alara. And he goes to attack her with his own sword. And he just rolled a critical failure.
Oh, no.
So I'm going to say when he goes to strike her, she parries it. And I mean, we've kind of built her up in this campaign to now where you kind of know she's a seasoned warrior.
Yeah.
She disarms him.
What?
And his sword goes flying through the air and it lands behind her. And you kind of even watch in his eyes, there's like this surprised look on his face, like he wasn't expecting that at all. And she just kind of like tilts her own head, like she's totally pleased with what she just did.
Uh-huh.
And that is the end for his turn.
All right.
Hey, when you roll a critical failure,
hey, shit happens.
Shit happens.
Let's see.
It is kind of weird. It is kind of weird doing this without the rest of the party.
A little bit. I'm gonna swing at him twice. Use action surge. Swing at him twice. The wolf.
The werewolf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does a 22 and a 16 hit?
Yeah, like 10 times.
They both hit?
They both hit.
Okay. So 14 points of damage.
Woo! Yeah, you just unleash this flurry. Flurry. Yeah, flurry. You just unleash this flurry of blows as you just start slashing away at him, and you watch as these cuts from your swords just appear in his fur, and he lets out this howl of pain. And that's it for you?
Yep.
All right, it is his turn. I am actually going to attempt to make a wisdom saving throw to break free from the charm. He might have. Hold on a second. Holy shit, he actually fucking did.
Hell yeah.
It's almost like whatever you did, like you were able to strike him hard enough to where it just kind of snapped him out of it.
Yeah.
But you watch as that greenish glow in his eyes kind of go out. But that feral rage is still there, but he turns and he looks at Strahd and he just roars. Yeah, you got a fucking werewolf fighting with you now, son. Let's fucking go. Strahd seeing this is immediately going to bolt.
He's like, nope.
Yeah, he's gonna. But when he does, Alara immediately takes a cheap shot at him when he turns his back, because of course, he didn't disengage.
Nope.
So she is going to make another great sword attack, and she fails. She rolled a natural 1.
Whoa!
I'm gonna say she got a little too overconfident when she disarmed him, and when she tries to swing on him, her grip on her sword is just not that tight enough, and her fucking sword goes flying out of her hands. So she and Strahd are now disarmed. It's fucked up, son.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's D&D combat, son. That's just what the fuck happens.
Yep. That's back to me.
Yes, I'm going to say it back to you.
Is his sword still on the ground?
It is.
I think you know what I'm doing.
I think I know what you're doing, or you're about to do.
What I'm trying to do. I'm gonna keep
what are
my
you
sword
trying
in
to
my
do?
hand. I'm gonna go to run to his sword and pick it up. So I don't know
Okay.
where it fell. Like
I'm gonna
here?
say it's probably like maybe 2 blocks to the right of Alara.
It's like here.
Yeah, somewhere right there. Yeah.
All right. Pick it up.
All right. And what do you do?
That's what I'll do for now. Sheath my sword. I get his.
When you pick it up, you really think I was gonna let that go unpunished, son?
Mm-mm.
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
13.
13.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say nope.
Okay.
When you pick it up, like your hand starts to burn. Like immediately, according to from what you can infer, this sword is probably only meant to be used by him because you watch as the veins like in your skin start to turn black and run up your hand, and it causes you to drop the sword.
Okay. Shit.
And you take from that 4 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
That was a nice effort, though. I liked what you were trying to do.
Had to try.
And you even hear Strahd from across the throne room. Like he's laughing at you.
Pussy.
All right, that was your turn, so it is back to basically me.
Yep.
All right, immediately the werewolf that was once Ezekiel just roars and immediately goes for Strahd. He like charges him and he jumps through the air and he's going to make a multi-attack. He's going to go
claw bite.
Yep, he's going to go for a claw and a bite. All right, that claw misses, but that bite does not. Yeah, I'm going to say Strahd kind of step sides a little bit. He kind of sidesteps a little bit as he comes down, but he's not fast enough to react when Ezekiel turns around and he bites into his fucking hand. And he just, you mangy mutt!
Yeah. Yeah.
He's going to take 7 points of piercing damage. Now you see why I put you in here with 2 other people. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you fight this guy one-on-one at this level, dude. There's still a lot of shit that he has that I have not used.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of taking it easy right now. All right. He is immediately gonna do his own multi-attack. He's going to do. Hold on, Strahd takes 2 attacks, one of which can be a bite attack. Oh, he's going to attack with his own bite attack as well as an unarmed attack. Let me see. Well, he failed on the bite attack.
Ouch.
And as for the unarmed attack, oh, nat 20. Dude, Ezekiel's about to be hurting right now, son.
Bye, Ezekiel.
Well, bye. Nice knowing you.
Yep.
Right. 1d8 and 4d6. Good God. Once again, I need more dice for this shit, son. Okay. All right.
Rookie move, man. Rookie move.
Right. Hey, I'm still learning, but I think I'm doing pretty well doing this shit on the fly.
You are, yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He takes 13 points of bludgeoning damage. Kind of like before when he punched him the first time. This time, when he goes to bite him, Ezekiel kind of dodges and goes under him, but Strahd kind of retorts and comes back with a right hook, and it just you watch as his fist just collides with the side of this fucking thing's mouth, and Ezekiel goes flying a little bit more to the left. Yeah, he totally yelps out. Down, boy. All right, and Alara, of course, seeing that, she is going to do another Hellfire Bolt. And she rolled a nat 1.
Ooh.
Yeah, you watch as she gets this determined look in her eyes, and she kind of throws her hand back like she's going to manifest it, and just nothing.
Oh.
She's like, gods forsake me.
Uh-oh.
All right.
We in trouble.
It is your turn, my guy.
3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I can't do shit to him right now.
You can't get to him?
I can move 6 squares. No.
You got spells, though, right? You ain't got...
Yeah. I mean, I got one more and that's it.
Okay. Like I said, I got a way to end this fight. Trust me.
Okay. Well, I'll move to there and I've got my sword.
You grab your sword.
Yeah, as I'm running to that spot, I pull my sword out and I'm getting ready for him.
Oh, okay. He's like, you think you can duel with me? And you watch as that sword that, she disarmed him, it starts to manifest and reappear in his hand out of shadow.
Oh, of course it does. That's what I say.
Of course it does. You just break the fourth wall and wink at the audience. All right. Yeah, he makes his way down to you. And immediately raises his own sword for his own attack. And by the way, I'm using the dice that has fuck and yeah on it. So fuck is the natural 1. Yeah is the natural 20. Alrighty.
Let me guess. You roll the yeah.
No.
Oh. You roll the fuck.
Yep. You know what? I'm gonna say when he comes down on you, I'm gonna say the dark powers of Barovia kind of boost your movement speed a little bit, and you dodge his attack. And I'm going to give you a free attack, my friend. Swing on that bastard.
Oh, what happened? You missed.
Aw, look at you. You got a little sword. It's pathetic.
18.
That does it.
9 points.
9 points of damage. Yeah, you just kind of slash him across the back, and he just and he turns and he looks right at you, and you see his eyes are glowing red, and he kind of bares his fangs at you at this point. And he's like, "You fool! I will teach you to know your place." And that's when he starts doing the Dracula thing. And he starts to rise off the ground, and his cloak bellows outwards. And as a legendary action, he turns into a swarm of bats that just start to tornado around the whole fucking room. So I need everyone to make Constitution saving throws.
10.
Oh. Nope. Nah. Not working. Sorry, bud. Not working. All right, Ezekiel. All right, Ezekiel got an 8. What does Alara get? Oh my God. She got a 5.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Dude, everybody's taking... Now, it's not that much damage. But the bats start to swirl around the room, and I'm going to say they start to swirl so fast, it feels like, the oxygen in the air is just kind of being pulled from it, and you start to, gasp for air a little bit. You guys all take Sorry. You all take 5 points of piercing damage because as these bats are swirling around you, you do feel these little jabs. These bats are biting you.
Awesome.
And I'm going to say it kind of brings you to your knees a little bit just from being exhausted from the air being pulled from the room.
Yeah.
And when the bats subside, Strahd is standing at the throne once again. And he goes, I do enjoy a good sparring session every once in a while. But you must realize you are all doomed to die here. And that's when Alara kind of looks up at him and she turns and she looks at you. She's like, get ready. She stands up. And if you remember from the farm, the sheep farm, she turns around and she slashes her sword through the air and a rift in reality opens up. Just.
Okay.
And Strahd goes, oh, trying to escape, are we? You can tell from the look in Alara's face, you're not going to win this fight. Like, if you stay here, you are going to die.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna fucking run for the I'm gonna run for the rift.
All right.
Can I grab Ezekiel with me?
Well, let me get to him in a minute because I'm gonna say from that last attack, he reverted back to who he was before.
Yeah.
And he's just Ezekiel now, except he's got his pants on. He's not naked, but he's
Well,
shirtless.
yeah, can I like run by and grab him and pull him with me?
What do you think of that image? That's
fucking good, man.
That's the closest thing I could get to it.
That's good. I like it.
I'm gonna say that rift. I'm just gonna use a random token to.
Yeah.
We're gonna say the rift is right here. So, you'll probably make it.
All right, Ezekiel, let's go.
What happened?
Just run.
And he kind of looks up and he sees the rift. And Alara goes, go! I'll buy you some time! Strahd's like, you're not going anywhere! And that's when you see his hand kind of illuminate as you guys are running towards the rift.
Mm-hmm.
Alara kind of steps between you guys as you're running. He is going to cast Blight. This is a nasty fucking spell, dude.
Yeah.
Things like 8d8s, man. This thing's fucking retarded. Hey, at least you know you can fight with Strahd and throw hands now, you know?
Yep.
If you have a team. And yes, I'm getting the max amount of dice out for this. Just to see what happens. How many hit points are you at?
I got 37.
You got 37 left?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully this won't take 37, but we shall see.
Let's hope.
No resurrections this time.
Oh. Yeah.
Hold on. 6. I need 2 more. All right. There we go. Everybody here is going to be feeling this. Let me put the fucking book down so I can roll all these dice. All right. All right. 5, 9, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
You're an ass.
27, 28. You take 28 points of damage. This huge beam of light just illuminates from his hands. And dude, like the energy is making his cloak bellow as he's standing at the throne. And he's like, die again. And he casts it. And you hear Alara grunt as she basically takes it to the face. And it... oh, God.
Poor Alara.
I know.
It's a
Suddenly,
white light to the face.
suddenly she's not the biggest badass in Barovia anymore. I mean, so I think Vecna had a point in episode 11. If you think she's that powerful, how do you think you can defeat Strahd?
Yeah.
But you guys start to cross into the barrier, and that's when the spell hits you. I'm gonna say let's do this, because the way I've worked it in my head, the spell takes you to a place that you visualize. Where were you trying to go when you crossed it?
Velaki.
I think the way I justify it, it's only places you've seen.
Oh, then I guess the house.
Okay. When you cross it, and it's not that it matters, that was just for effect.
Okay.
But when you cross it and that spell hits you, your vision kind of becomes cloudy, and you fall through and you feel a thud. You feel the taste of dirt in your mouth as you hit a dirt road. Now, describe to me Nikolai. Because when you hit the dirt,
yeah,
there's a realization, like at one point you were packed,
yeah,
but now you feel like you've just woken up.
I mean, just identical to Pacqued. He just got some like plain shirt, plain pants, some plain boots on.
Mm-hmm.
He's a blacksmith.
All right. Well, no, I mean, you're hold on, let me turn off this fucking music.
Yeah, it's messing you up.
My brain is not working. Go away. Fuck you. Fuck you. All right. And unfortunately, I don't have a thing for Velaki. But you don't remember anything that just happened.
Okay.
When you fell through the portal, you basically woke up as
Nikolai.
somebody else.
Yeah. Okay.
And you are now standing, or at least, what do you do? Like, you're on the ground.
I'm like, oh, not good at all. Not good. Oh.
You took a blight spell from Strahd and it changed your accent and made you forget your memories. That's fucking funny.
Oh. I look my surroundings.
All right. I will say there is no sign of anybody else there, so Ezekiel did not fall through with you.
What? Okay.
But when you stand up, do you stand up? Yeah. Well, you said you stand up. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You are standing at these two tall city gates. And there's a sign there's a sign next to you. It's a nice little sign. It says, "Welcome to Velaki." We cut to black.
Hell yeah, dog. That was awesome, dude. That was fucking awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the dark fate of Pacqued Thickleigh, a Curse of Strahd story. So now we were able to fill in the blanks as to what happened to Pacqued after his supposed death. Turns out he went to Ravenloft, made some unlikely allies, one that may or may not be an ally in the future. I don't know. He really didn't have enough time to pick Alara's brain.
Yeah.
Like, why was she locked up down there? What was the reason? Is her viewpoint changing? Who knows? And who knows? Ezekiel might show up as well. Now, to think back to it, when they finished episode 11, when you showed up, I made a point to point out to them when they approached the gates that you're at right now. One of the guards said, "Halt. City's closed with werewolves about. Official business only." So,
yeah, it's been a few weeks. Yeah.
Ezekiel's time is not done. You will see his ass again real soon. And I just want to say to anyone who is watching, I hope you enjoyed this. It is our first time doing a pre-recorded episode. We've always done these episodes live just because, we'd like interacting with the audience live, but we figured we would do this as a recording because I think it just makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
Plus our party members can go back and watch this and get some context as to what's going on. But I think in terms of the story I'm telling and what we're doing, this just kind of works a little better instead of doing it live. Yeah, it makes more sense. But yeah, dude, that was a lot of fucking fun, man.
I liked it, man.
Yeah. Should we start doing this more? Like, I should start doing little anthology episodes for everybody.
I think if you can handle it, yeah, go for it, man.
Or make work.
Go for it. I think fans will really enjoy it, and I think the players really enjoy it too. I had a blast.
You did?
Oh yeah, of course.
All right, I was a little worried. My biggest worry was that, all right, I'm making you fight Strahd, so this could go really bad. But
I figured based on what we talked about, is this all gonna be part of the recording or we're done?
This is part of the recording.
Okay. I based on what we talked about, I figured you'd have you fight him. I figured that's where the mind thing would happen.
Mm-hmm. But I wasn't gonna make you fight him alone because I would be a fool to make you fight him alone at level 4.
I liked it, man. It was fun.
So I put you in a small little one-off party with a bunch of heavy hitters, and you guys honestly went to town on him. Like I know. I was not expecting you guys to actually come out swinging like that.
No.
Like that was actually pretty fucking sick, dude.
I mean, based on how many freaking times I missed, I failed saves, I figured I would end up screwing up with an attack.
Right, but no, you guys were actually doing some decent damage to him, which was pretty good. It just means I'm gonna have to up my game a little more when the final fight comes. But that was also a failure on my. It wasn't a failure. It's just how the dice landed, man. He just could not. And knowing Strahd, he'll probably come up with some sorry excuse. I'm out of practice. Haven't had to fight anybody for a very long time.
Yeah, he can't admit he did something wrong. Yeah,
totally.
Sounds about right.
Strahd admits all of his faults. Everybody knows that.
Come on.
All right, y'all. But once again, to anyone who tuned in to check out this special episode, thank you so much for watching. And please drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new. And feel free to check us out in 2 weeks' time when we do Curse of Strahd, episode 12, where this man will reunite with the party for the first time. And it's going to be a very interesting one because...
Or will I?
I don't know. You're packed thickly, but you're not packed thickly now. It's very weird situation. And I did tease the will saves with the blood and all that. That's going to be a factor. That's going to be a factor going forward as well. Yeah. But we'll get to that when we get to that. But like I said, drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new. And as always, this is Full Metal Nate. We're saying peace. We will see you guys in the next outing of Curse of Strahd. Goodbye.